they're hugely important. They kind of complete the process of creating a character, and it's really wonderful when you work with a particularly talented costume director, because they can help you really make all the subtle final choices that make something come to life.
Well, I think you should ask them. I think that the great thing about tonight is that hopefully it's the beginning. Because as a costume designer, we can't stop designing. We'll design anything. We're lucky that we get jobs so that we can use it with a story. But this honor is so extraordinary for me because I feel that I've been lucky enough to be a storyteller, to dress people that maybe other people would walk by. It's a second chance to say, this is who I am, and that's the honor of a costume designer.
Well, I mean, I would say it's one of the most important things besides the script, and that's just me, being living in my little bubble. But it really helps the actor get into character, and I think it's really important for an actor to make that jump. And I think costumes, hair, and makeup, it helps them to sort of cross into the world that we're getting into.
It's the costumes. The costumers, they do so much work that it's underappreciated. And my mom was a costumer when I was younger, and when she was even before my time. And so she always taught me at an early age to hang up my wardrobe after I'm done at the end of the day, because it just creates more work for them. So I've always appreciated the costumers and designers and stuff.
All the way to your right.
It's very important for me psychologically. I mean, I have to feel that everything is right. The undergarments, everything, the closures, how you fasten it, how it fits you. And if you think about certain costumes that are very constraining, it's very critical. Like if you're to go to an extreme, if you're playing a Southern Belle in Gone with the Wind, and you're wearing a hoop skirt, I have worn a hoop skirt. Believe me, you are helpless. You sit with your hands like this in your lap. I found myself sitting like that. I never sit like that. But I was wearing a hoop skirt, and man, if there was a fire, So it's very important, very important.
Costume designers have very kind directors.
Well, I think a lot of times they don't get credit for total realism because it seems like, oh, they just went out and bought something, but that's not always true. It adds to the character. The flashy ones, of course, everybody notices and everybody loves, but I think everything in the film should enhance the story. And a lot of times the way people look is part of the story.
That one right here? Louise right here? Louise to your right. One time up top. Matt to your right. Matt to your right. All right.
Like their own apartment, but it's not. You just have to change one of the outlets on the 9 to 50. And then when you put the 20 with the extension, the close the slot. You got a whole thing.
I couldn't fit in here.
Go for
Right here.
It would take 1,001 nights to share all the delectable stories about our friend and designer Julie Weiss. Everyone who's had the privilege of embracing her world also has a tale to tell about this undeniable diva of design.
I'm gonna preempt every story by saying, I love you, Julie. Okay, so let's start off. There was a time that she needed to get 9 bags through customs, and only 2 were allowed, and she refused to pay the excess shipping charges. So she began to enlighten the customs officer about the fragility of a costume budget. And the lecture worked. Customs gave in, the bags went through, and the officer joined Julie for dinner. I love you, Julie.
Indeed, she has a way about her, or the time when she was dismissed from the set because she was taking too much time redressing the extras. Only to come back within an hour, a bag lady appeared pushing a grocery cart, fussing and adjusting. Of course, we know that that was truly the hands of an artist at work.
We love you, Julie.